You're live.
You're on live.
Okay. Sorry.
How's it
I don't know
feel?
if you can.
No,
It's a little
We can
windy.
hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I'm just so proud of them. Like that was unbelievable, and they just did it in such a dominating fashion, with so much confidence, yet so much composure for a pretty young team. You know, this team looks so different than what we had last year as far as experience goes. Whitney Orton having 4 weeks of preparation with 4 workouts to do what she did today. That was, yeah, I'm just really proud. Great weekend.
what were
guys
you
were-
thinking?
Go,
What were you thinking the last kilometer?
I actually was like almost hyperventilating. I knew we were gonna. I felt pretty good with where our 4 and 5 were. We were like 33rd and 40 or 35th and like 45, and ended up 33 and 41. So when your top 3 are in the top 20, even with Whitney coming back, I knew there was enough of a gap that she probably wouldn't fall too far back. And then, wow, Sarah Musselman and McKenna Lee, huge performances by those women. And then we had to wait for the official score, so I was trying to just stay calm, but based on numbers, I was pretty confident that they got it done.
This has been a crazy 3 or 4 days for you and your athletes. What was the past, 24 hours like building up to this cross country championship, coming off of what happened indoors? What'd you tell the girls? How did they react to what you guys did in Fayetteville, and use that energy into this cross country race?
Yeah, one of the things that I think is super crucial, and we did this early on years ago, is really teaching women how to be happy for their teammates' success. I think sometimes that can be hard. And so all season long, as I separated the teams back in January between our indoor team and our cross-country team, and they didn't practice together the entire time, but they were celebrating each other's successes and actually getting momentum from the other team. And so I think what we did in Fayetteville a couple days ago, our women's team was so pumped for it, and I think it just set the tone for the weekend. Like, okay, we're a part of this sisterhood too, and we're now going to go out and do great things. With the way rankings work this year, it was a little different with how people made the meet. And so when we came here back in October, and then again when we ran in Vegas a couple times, I talked to the women about, like, we're the team that has the gold, and these teams are gonna try to beat us because they got to get the gold to get to the meet. And so about a month ago, I just thought, okay, well, this for nationals, I kind of switched it on them. I was like, okay, now nobody has the gold, right? And we got to be gold diggers. And so that was kind of just like the last 1K. It was like, get the gold. And I mean, I had like gold coins last night at the meeting with chocolate in them, and just like, we really just, yeah, they were gold diggers out there. So that was kind of our mindset coming in. It's like, go get the gold. And that didn't mean the win, because you can, there's so many variables when it comes out here, and I'm one that doesn't ever really like to talk about outcomes. You guys know that because you all been texting me, and I've been trying to stay very humble and but yeah, I think just the process of getting the gold in the race, that mindset is you just saw women digging deep.
So last year, not even last year, I guess go back to 2019, you guys narrowly miss the cross country title. You lose by 6 points with a really loaded team up front with some people who didn't have any cross country eligibility left, Erica Burke and Courtney Waymit. Then you go to indoors. You guys have a shot at the DMR, some redemption there. Obviously, the meet gets called off. We've all seen the video how your group was in tears. From those moments to now, this 3 days when you guys just did something that was frankly phenomenal with the DMR, the 3K, and now the cross country title. How, when you look back on it, how did you guys pull all those pieces together to get to where you are right now?
Honestly, I think that this isn't just something we did the last 2 months. I think for the last 365 days, these women have known that, like, even though their season got canceled, their dreams didn't get canceled. And so they continue to humbly put their heads down, work hard, and still chase those dreams. And the thing is as we were chasing those dreams, the dreams just got crazier, right? Now all of a sudden there are women who wanted to win a title that haven't been in our top 7. I mean, McKenna Lee was 41st today, and this is her first NCAA appearance. Like, those are incredible things that that were huge for our team. And yeah, they just bought into their dreams and they believed. I mean, it's pretty incredible, and I'm trying to stay as humble as possible, but like, that's a big flex this weekend for BYU women's distance all around with indoor and cross country. I'm very proud.
It's a lot of titles. A lot of titles.
Yeah. So,
go Kevin.
no, I was just going to ask for you personally. You coached at D2. You have that D2 mindset, which you talk about a lot. Then you guys were close a lot, but we're coming up short. And I know you had some questions. Hey, am I ever going to get it done? And then in the span of a couple days, you get 3 of them. What does it mean for you personally to reach the pinnacle of your profession?
Yeah, I think sometimes we get a little impatient as coaches, and I think one thing that a close colleague told me is, like, you don't win your first one, right? Like, you may not win your first one. And so just experience of being here and just continuing to show up and being really kind of like having a blue collar attitude about it and just grinding, never thinking that we're better than we are. You know, I'm a big believer in like under promise, over deliver, that kind of approach. And it's really fulfilling. I mean, this is not a job for me. I love what I do. This is really my calling in life. It's my passion, and I put 100% into it all the time. And when you combine that with women that also put 100% in, it's fun to see the magic happen. And I'm able to do that here at BYU. It's why I came 5 years ago. I knew that it would be an opportunity to build something and do it the right way. And so it's been really fun to see that. These women have been with me for a while, and so they're more than just my athletes. But yeah, I'm very, very proud. It's super rewarding, but more important than the title, well, equally as important as the title, is just who these women have become and how confident they are. And the legacy they're leaving here at BYU is just, it's beyond what I ever thought we could do.
Diljeet, I appreciate you taking the time to call in. It's a weird time. We wish we could be there on the course. What's it like there on the course? What's the environment like? Is it like a typical NCAAs or?
You know, it is. I mean, it looks a little different because they're kind of corralling the spectators. However, the spectators kind of broke the corrals, and so they were also all over the course. So it was a little more typical than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be pretty dead, and but no, it's NCAA Cross Country Championships 2020 in March of 2021. So as normal as that may feel, that's what it's like out here.
So what's next for this BYU team? Who has eligibility for outdoors, and what are we going to see from the BYU women?
Everybody has eligibility for outdoors. So you are going to see hopefully a ton of fireworks in May and June. But right now, I want to sleep for like 3 days, get my voice back. So we'll take a week and just recover and just enjoy this one before we think about what's next.
Great. Well, thanks for calling in. We really appreciate you taking the time, and congrats again on the win.
Thanks for always believing. I know you guys have sent me a lot of texts, and I had to. Yeah, it was. Thank you for that.
Great weekend all around.
Enjoy the title.
Right.